Hello, welcome to Access. I'm Rob. Joining us is Holly.
Hey, Rob.
And you've been playing World of Final Fantasy. This is your actual gameplay capture on PS4.
It is, yeah. So it's going to be at Japan Expo, which is happening in Paris right now. So Square Enix said that I could come in and I could capture what they're showing in France. I didn't want to pass that up because I'm really excited for this game. Look at it.
It does look like, I was looking at this earlier. Visually, it looks absolutely amazing.
It looks
I have no idea
incredible.
what's going on. Even as someone who knows quite a lot about Final Fantasy, explain this game to me, Holly. It looks like, capturing monsters type, almost Pokemon-esque.
Yeah, and it kind of is. So what we're doing now, so this is like a tutorial. So this is a completely separate demo built just for Japan Expo. But what we're trying to do now is we're battling a Chocobo, and we're going to try and capture it. And as you can see, it's really, it's turn-based. So if you're a Final Fantasy fan, it's lovely to see turn-based again. But it's quite like that modern Final Fantasy X type of turn-based. It
looks a bit like Grandia 2, kind of like characters moving along a time bar.
Because here I am. I'm now going to try and imprism using a prism unity. And I'm going to capture this Chocobo. And I just caught it. So we had to lower the Chocobo's HP. And that would allow us to perform a prism unity and to capture it. Now that's on my team. I have a little extra character, which I think I'm going to name, because.
And what are you going to name him? Well, we'll find out what you're going to name him. And they all have abilities as well, by the looks of things. Yeah,
so we can tell from this that this Chocobo can evolve up to 3 times. So it's Chocobo, and we don't know what the third mystery one is. So small, medium, and large. Mega Chocobo.
Fat Chocobo, surely. It's got to be the ultimate evolution.
But this is what you do with them. You create stacks. So these are us as Lillekins. So we're medium and we can have a little one on our head. And here we are as our adult form. And this is where we're actually the large one, and we can place a medium and a small on us. And these stacks, it gives us abilities. So best way to describe it, if you were to stack 2 fire types on top of you, you would then have the ability for Aja.
Okay, so stacking is essentially like giving yourself a different battle loadout.
Yeah, basically, that's exactly what it's like. And then you can unlock abilities for them by using the Mirage board, which is so Final Fantasy X, which I love personally.
A bit like the Sphere Grid, a bit like the Crystarium system in Final Fantasy 13 as well. You kind of just unlock skills as you go along.
Yeah, so we just unlocked an ability called Stroll. Now, Stroll is something we can actually use in the field. So when we were last back in the field, you saw that I had a little creature running along next to me. That's me using the Stroll. If it's a medium one, you can sometimes use something called Joyride. And in the previous build, I managed to Prism Unity a Behemoth, and I actually got to ride the Behemoth around, which, as a Final Fantasy fan, is cool. Here we are, we're joyriding on a Chocobo.
That's amazing.
For the record,
you can change between forms in the field as well. You're like your little kind of chibi form here, but you can also be an adult form as well.
Now, whatever form you are when you're wandering around, because you have to be chibi to ride, but if you actually change into a chibi to run around as a person, you will go into battle as chibi.
Right.
So you've got to think about it. So when I was playing last time, the little fox sort of on my head now has the command Libra, which we know is scan. I do because I'm a Final Fantasy VIII fan. And that's how you figure out what something's weak against and how you capture it. So for the bomb, we have to get its HP down. That's how we capture it.
We know what bombs do. They self-destruct when they're nearly dead, and they're weak against ice.
Pretty much. But I went into one battle, and I think a Fenrir popped up, and I was like, oh, cool, how do I catch the Fenrir? Let me Libra it. But I had taken the fox off my stack, and then I didn't have Libra. And I was like, oh okay. Man. So I didn't catch a bomb.
Self-destructed on you.
Yeah.
No bomb for you.
I didn't catch a bomb this time, which is actually really sad because I was hoping to get a really nice collection to show off.
Tomberries are in it.
And Mandragoras. Again, I'm a Final Fantasy 14 player, so I love Mandragoras. Now, at the start of this battle, you saw me fast forwarding. So you can hold down R1 and you can speed up the whole battle.
Tell me about this though, Holly, because this is amazing. You're calling Tidus, however you pronounce it, from Final Fantasy X to do his Blitz Ace move.
It's so cute, Rob. It's so cute.
Look at him. This is great.
It's amazing. It's fan service for Final Fantasy fans of the highest merit. There is a massive story to this though. So if you're not a Final Fantasy fan,
are these like summons? Are these like champion moves here?
Yeah. Exactly. That's the best way of thinking about it. So Tidus helps, like, I think your accuracy goes up, and he can attack one target.
Cool.
So
He's absolutely kicked that Tombury's ass.
Anna, what you didn't probably notice is the Tombury had a Mandragora on its head. So the Tombury and the Mandragora were actually stacked.
Okay. So
Now-
enemies can be stacked as well.
Yeah, so I've done some Libra on this, and I know that Tomburys can't be caught unless they have low HP, and you can't catch a Mandragora unless it's the last thing on the battlefield. So I took out the stack, then I worked on the Tombury, which I just captured,
Successful
and now I can
capture.
Prism Unity the Mandragora.
Man,
It's quite clever.
it seems like a really quite a deep tactical battle system. Obviously, it's Final Fantasy, so it is, but even more so than recent Final Fantasy games.
Like, I was
Especially when
really
I wasn't really expecting it from this game either.
No, I wasn't. I was really, really surprised when I got into it, and I was like, oh, so it's not just get their HP low. For the record, I'm not ignoring the treasure chests, because it's a demo build. They just play cutscenes from that we've already seen from like E3 and stuff, so that's why I'm ignoring them. I'm not a terrible person.
So what's this? This is like a boss battle by the looks of things, and
This
you're
is
against
a boss battle.
this fire lady you're against. Looks like she is stacked. Well stacked.
That is the best thing you've ever said.
Yeah, I know.
She is. So this is the boss battle for the demo, and what we're going to try and do now is I'm actually going to try and topple her stack. So I just used Chocobo, and he has a Chocobo kick, which has a medium topple effect, and if you can keep using those, eventually it all falls over, and then she's sort of weak to attacks, and it's a really clever way of doing it. Now I'm going to fast forward this because we've seen Tidus once before, so you just hold R1. Yeah, basically. It's great because you know when you're doing like high level grinding in Final Fantasy games and you get really frustrated because you just want to repeat?
Yeah.
If you press the touchpad, it'll just continuously repeat the last attack you did until you touch the touchpad again. So you can fast forward and just stick it on auto attack.
So that kind of alleviates the tedium of grinding a little bit, I guess.
Loads. And as you're seeing here, if you press L1, it goes into this, which is the classic Final Fantasy battle menu, which I personally felt a bit more comfortable using because that's what I'm used to.
Yeah, they're all confused now. You've toppled that stack.
I have.
Nicely done.
So you can see now they're not attacking for a while because they're all confused. This is where I am sort of looking for a group attack, but I don't have any. So I'm just going to go after Ifrit and see if I can take her out because she does the most damage. And I don't have any.
Ifrita. So she's like a lady Ifrit.
Yeah, she is. I did check on a previous playthrough using Libra. She can't be Prism Unitied, so I can't imprison her and capture her.
I wouldn't have thought you would be able to. I can't wait to just get all these guys on my team and start evolving them though. I love evolving monsters like Ni no Kuni, just raising my little guys, feeding them chocolate and pie, making them evolve. It was great.
Ni no Kuni was amazing for that, and this just seems like that, like times 1,000.
Yeah.
And when we did chat to Chiba-san, this is coming out on PS4 and PS Vita exclusively. And while it's not going to have like an online MMO feel, he said there would be like online and local co-op. So hopefully you'll get to like battle your friends as well and like test out stacks, which would be really cool.
That would be awesome.
And here we go. I'm about to finish it. Sorry, Chocobo.
Poor Chocobo. I imagine you can capture some amazing monsters later on. I imagine capturing a behemoth.
I did. Last time I played, I captured a behemoth. It was really, really tricky. It took me like 9 or 10 times and it almost killed me. But I captured a behemoth and then I taught it Joyride. And then as a Lilikin, I was like riding it around.